The headlines have exploded with a wave of shock and emotion, but this time, it's not about icy roads or dangerous trucking routes. Instead, it's about heartbreak. Lisa Kelly, the fearless and beloved face of ice road truckers, has found herself at the center of a deeply tragic event. Fans across the globe are reeling in disbelief. How could someone so admired and respected become associated with such heartbreaking news? The whispers began to swirl. Rumors of past conflicts, hidden truths, and secrets long buried suddenly began to surface. And now, as the storm slowly settles, one question still haunts everyone. What happened to the courageous woman who once conquered the frozen frontiers with such strength and grace? It's time to explore the emotional journey that led to Lisa Kelly's devastating fall. The moment that shattered her world and sent shockwaves through ice road truckers' history. From the very beginning, Lisa Kelly's presence on ice road truckers was groundbreaking. She defied the odds, becoming the first female star on the History Channel's hit reality series. Her boldness, skill, and unique charisma brought a refreshing energy to the male-dominated world of ice road trucking. Audiences didn't just watch her, they admired her. Week after week, viewers eagerly anticipated her appearances, captivated by her daring spirit and incredible driving prowess, and she delivered. Every time, yet just when her star seemed to shine its brightest, tragedy struck a blow so unexpected that it left fans heartbroken and searching for answers. As time passed, the concern only grew. Would Lisa ever return? Would viewers get the closure they so desperately craved? Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and still no word came from Lisa. The silence was deafening. Confusion and speculation filled the media space. Could the rumors really be true? Were fans' deepest fears finally confirmed? Truly understand what may have led to this turning point, need to take a step back and examine Lisa Kelly's life, her upbringing, her passions, and her journey to fame. Lisa was born in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where she spent the early years of her childhood surrounded by nature and adventure. Her love for the outdoors grew stronger each day. But everything changed when, at the age of 6, she and her family relocated to Sterling, Alaska. The move was significant, but Lisa quickly adapted. She embraced her new home and left behind the memories of Michigan with surprising ease. Lisa came from a household grounded in medicine. Her father worked as a dental hygienist, while her mother was a dedicated nurse. Naturally, her parents hoped their children would follow in their footsteps and pursue careers in the medical field. They encouraged Lisa to consider the same path. However, as time went on, it became clear that Lisa's heart was set on something completely different. While her parents saw her future in scrubs and clinics, Lisa's dreams involved wheels, engines, and open roads. From a young age, she was captivated by the world of truck driving, a path considered unusual for women at the time. But Lisa didn't let that stop her. Her passion burned fiercely, and she pursued it with unwavering determination. Although she briefly attended Cornerstone University in Grand Rapids for a semester, she quickly realized that medicine was not for her. Her true love was the road. Truck driving wasn't just a dream, it was her calling. She once said that from a young age, her heart belonged to driving. Each day she woke up, the desire grew stronger. Nothing else mattered. Truck driving became her lifeline, the one thing she was willing to risk everything for. Even so, Lisa didn't abandon creativity along the way. She took art lessons and learned to play the piano, becoming quite skilled. But these pursuits never overshadowed her true dream. Truckin' remained her ultimate goal. Before stepping into the icy spotlight, Lisa worked in several different jobs to support herself and stay afloat. She became a school bus driver, a role in which she quickly became loved by the students and her co-workers. Around the same time, she explored the world of motocross, participating in high-adrenaline events and leaving a mark despite the short duration of her racing career. She also took a job at a pizza delivery company, which, interestingly enough, would become her unexpected stepping stone. When asked how she first entered the world of professional truck driving, Lisa candidly shared that her pizza delivery days revealed her love for the open road. She discovered that she enjoyed moving from place to place, far more than working within the four walls of a building. In addition to delivering pizza, she worked at gas stations to make ends meet and never stopped pursuing her dream. Her passion for fast-paced, high-risk environments was undeniable, and she even became a state freestyle motocross champion. Her bold and adventurous spirit made her stand out, proving she was destined for a career that would challenge both her body and mind. Eventually, she made the life-changing decision to fully commit to her dream of becoming a truck driver. She began her formal training, knowing that this was the path through which her dreams would finally come to life, through grit and perseverance. Lisa secured her commercial truck driving license in her early 20s. It wasn't long before she landed a job with Carlisle Transportation, a well-known Alaskan hauling company. For Lisa, this opportunity felt like a gift from the universe. Things began falling into place quickly, and though the job wasn't easy, she faced every challenge with strength and resolve. She knew she had to work harder than most. Being a woman in the trucking industry meant proving herself every single day. Lisa once shared how she had to pull my weight and everybody else's, and those words became her personal mantra during tough times. For Lisa Kelly, nothing was more important than chasing the dream she had long cherished, becoming a trucker on some of the world's toughest roads. She immersed herself fully in that goal, and nothing else seemed to matter. Over time, Lisa continuously found new ways to improve her driving skills and stay relevant in the ever-evolving trucking world. Driving massive trucks and transporting heavy loads on Alaska's infamous Dalton Highway eventually became second nature to her. The physical demands no longer bothered her, and she stopped complaining about the toll it once took on her body, in fact. The danger and harsh conditions seemed to perfectly match her bold and fearless personality. People didn't need to guess. What she did, her very presence told you she was born to drive. Because of her thrill-seeking nature, she earned the nickname Adrenaline Junkie, a title she proudly held onto for years. That reputation was only solidified when she became known for her powerful presence on ice road truckers. "I'm getting ready to hit the road," she would casually announce in her video series, words that would soon carry even more meaning. After Lisa was hired by Carly, a major trucking company, a new opportunity came her way that would transform her life. When the History Channel began looking for a female trucker for their reality series Ice Road Truckers, Lisa saw it as her moment. She applied with confidence, and just as she'd hoped, she was selected. She was officially hired and quickly became a regular on the show. By its third season in 2009, Lisa was already starring and stood out as the only female driver in the cast. Fans immediately took notice. Her courage and skill impressed viewers across the country, and she quickly became a fan favorite. She held her spot on the show from seasons 3 through 5, remaining the sole female trucker until Maya Spur joined her in season 5. Everything was falling into place for Lisa, and she seemed to be thriving in every episode. However, after building momentum and a strong following, Lisa decided to step back from the show during season 6. Her departure sparked curiosity and concern from fans, many of whom couldn't understand why she would take a break at the height of her success. But Lisa made it clear she had personal reasons for the decision. Though the break was unexpected, fans respected her choice and hoped for her return. Thankfully, Lisa came back stronger and more passionate than ever. In season 10, she was back on screen, this time working alongside 22-year-old Stephanie Custance. Their partnership brought a new kind of energy to the show, and viewers were once again captivated. Lisa's presence remained a highlight. Her courage, honesty, and passion never wavered. She openly admitted that she still had a lot to learn, especially when it came to hauling massive loads over some of the world's most dangerous routes, but that honesty only made her more tackled as she continued her time on Ice Road Truckers. Lisa's fan base grew rapidly. By season 11, her popularity had skyrocketed, and she was well known both in the US and internationally. But her rise didn't stop there. Soon she was cast in the spin-off series The Deadliest Roads, which took her to even more treacherous locations. At first, many doubted whether she could handle the new terrain, but Lisa proved them all wrong. She took on conditions that most drivers wouldn't dare face. Lisa was filmed navigating steep mountain roads with sheer drop-offs, braving narrow passes and unpredictable terrain. Time after time, she proved her grit, never backing down from a challenge. When asked how she managed to perform under such pressure, Lisa shared her mindset. You have to be someone who enjoys challenges. You learn skills by making mistakes and trying new approaches. A willingness to keep learning is key. For me, it's all about that feeling of accomplishment when you succeed. And yes, I'm an adrenaline junkie. I want to inspire others too. Follow their dreams. Her motto was simple. If you work hard and make the right sacrifices, you can live your dream. Lisa admitted she had tried other careers in the past that didn't fulfill her. But once she found her passion in trucking, she gave it everything she had. Lisa's talent took her to astonishing heights, literally. She once drove her truck through the Himalayas at an altitude of 13,000 feet. Few truckers would even consider attempting such a feat, but Lisa did it without hesitation. That drive cemented her status as not just a trucking icon, but also a motocross champion. Even the producers of the deadliest roads admitted the terrain was so dangerous that they considered it a death trap. Several drivers quit before completing the journey, but not Lisa. Eventually, Lisa teamed up with fellow trucker Daryl Ward to start their own hauling company. The business quickly began to show promise, and the two had big plans for the future. But tragedy struck on August 28, 2016, when Daryl died in a plane crash near Rock Creek, Montana. The shocking loss devastated Lisa personally and left their business venture hanging in uncertainty. Daryl had been more than just a business partner. He was a key part of the company's vision and leadership. His absence left a deep void. Lisa, despite the heartbreak, chose to press forward.
Wow.
She honored Daryl's memory by continuing their shared dream. The trucking community rallied around her, offering their support during one of the most difficult times in her life. Determined to keep the company alive, Lisa leaned on her reputation and relationships in the industry. She used her fame from ice road truckers to help secure clients and attract attention to the business. She focused on maintaining the high standards they had both envisioned, and her leadership helped keep things afloat, at least for a while. Still, it was far from easy. Without Daryl, and facing the pressures of a tough trucking market, the company began to struggle. Despite Lisa's tireless efforts, the business found it hard to regain momentum. Over time, the dream they had built together started to fade. Today, the exact status of their company is unclear. Even so, Lisa Kelly has remained committed to the trucking world. She continues to take on projects and television appearances, never losing her passion for the road. Although her business journey faced heartbreaking setbacks, her story stands as a powerful example of resilience, bravery, and staying true to one's calling. Lisa's legacy is far from over, and her wheels are still turning. I'm off the road and taking a moment to talk about something a little more personal. Although I've spent years in the public eye, I've always tried to keep my private life protected. Still, a few details have made their way to the surface, starting with my marriage. I'm married to Travis Kelly, and our love story shows that sometimes you meet the right person when you least expect it. Back in 2004, while shopping for a Kawasaki 125 dirt bike, I met Travis. A chance encounter sparked an instant connection between us. Our mutual passion for dirt biking brought us together, and what began as a casual meeting quickly grew into something deeper. We started dating, and after 4 years, we tied the knot in 2008. Travis is an Alutiiq native Alaskan. He used to work as a motorcycle mechanic and now works as a plumber. We live together in Wasilla, Alaska, and even though we don't have children, our relationship is full of love and support. I've often shared how grateful I am to have such an understanding and loyal partner by my side. Outside of trucking, I'm an adventure junkie. I love dirt biking, horseback riding, snowboarding, skydiving, and hang gliding. Living on the edge gives me energy. It's a lifestyle that keeps my spirit alive. I'm also a big animal lover. At home, I have a miniature horse named Rocky and a cat named Tansy. While filming Deadliest Roads, I even brought a puppy, Ramper Jackson, along for the journey. After the show ended, a producer adopted him. More recently, I've started rescuing and training horses to become part of my family, despite my best efforts to live quietly off the road. I've had to deal with some overwhelming rumors. One of the worst came in 2012 when reports falsely claimed that I had died. The internet erupted. Fans were heartbroken. Obituaries were mistakenly posted with my picture, and social media filled with emotional tributes. What really happened? It was all a case of mistaken identity. I had been confused with actress Lisa Robin Kelly, best known for her role on That 70s Show, who sadly passed away that year. Unfortunately, before anyone could confirm the truth, the false news spread rapidly, creating chaos among fans. Though I never released an official statement, the situation caused unnecessary stress and confusion during a critical time in my career. Just as I was beginning to move on from that bizarre and emotional experience, I faced a life-threatening moment that became one of the most intense challenges of my career. During Season 3 of Ice Road Truckers, I faced one of the scariest situations of my life. As always, I was ready to prove myself on the icy roads. But during a tense drive-through, Adigan Pass, I suddenly found myself face-to-face with two trucks heading my way. It was a split-second crisis. With little room to think or maneuver, I made a quick decision to steer into a narrow space along the edge of the icy road.
Ow.
My truck was dangerously close to the cliff. It was a terrifying moment not just for me, but for the viewers watching at home. Yet somehow I pulled through. My training, instincts, and calm mindset saved me. Later, I shared this experience in an interview, explaining how I kept my focus in such a critical moment. That incident proved that my skills weren't just for show. I was born to drive and survive on these dangerous roads. My time on Ice Road, Truckers and Deadliest Roads wasn't just about being on TV, it was about challenging myself. Traveling to unfamiliar places like India, Bolivia, and Peru pushed me out of my comfort zone. I faced language barriers, extreme driving conditions, and cultural differences. But I embraced it all with a curious and humble attitude. I never chased fame. What I really wanted was to grow, to prove to myself that I could thrive where most wouldn't dare go. Resilience, I've learned, doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's quiet, steady, and strong. Whether I'm fixing a truck in freezing weather or taking care of my animals at home, I do it with purpose and passion. Through everything near-death experiences, setbacks, and personal challenges, I never played the victim. I stood my ground, not because life was easy, but because I refused to give up. I carved out a space in a male-dominated industry, inspiring not just women truckers, but women everywhere, to break barriers and rewrite the rules. When Ice Road Truckers ended in 2017 after a successful 10-year run, it was the end of a huge chapter. I had been part of the show on and off for many seasons, and stepping away wasn't easy. But when filming wrapped, everyone went their separate ways, and I decided to take a step back as well. Even so, I never walked away from trucking. I continued doing what I loved driving. I launched my own company, Arctic Fox, and stayed active in the industry. According to LinkedIn, I've also been with Carlisle Transportation since 2004, over 20 years. Trucking isn't just my job. My life now and then, I share updates about my life on YouTube. In January 2025, I posted a video while stuck behind a snow block. I was frustrated that I couldn't work, but I used that time to connect with fans, answer their questions, and share some laughs. In another video, I offered a rare behind-the-scenes look into my daily routine driving, maintaining my truck, and caring for my animals. It's a tough balance, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. The response from fans has been incredible. Scrolling through the comments on my YouTube channel feels like reading a wall of love and support. "We missed you, Lisa," one fan wrote. Another said, "It's been too long." And many more simply said, "Hope life is treating you well." The connection I built with viewers hasn't faded over time, it's grown even stronger. There's a shared hope that maybe someday I'll return to television. Maybe I'll step back into the world of Ice Road Truckers and give fans that adrenaline-pumping adventure they miss. Will that ever happen? It's hard to say. For now, I'm focused on the road in front of me, But if the opportunity ever does come and I return to the screen, it won't just be a comeback. It'll be a celebration. Reminder of every mile traveled, every challenge faced, and every fan who believed in me. Until then, I'll keep trucking, keep sharing, and keep living life on my own terms. If the producers ever reached out again, if Ice Road Truckers return, should I go back? That's a question only time can answer. But one thing's for sure. If that day ever comes, I know you'll be there watching, supporting, and cheering me on. Just like you always have.